Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. On this episode of Build Your Own, we're going to build, price, and option a 2019 Buick Regal TourX Essence, as well as learn about the features and other configurations. Before we do, however, I just want to remind you that if you find this build and price review helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Today's vehicle of choice for a lot of utility-seeking shoppers is the crossover SUV. Yet here is the 2019 Buick Regal TourX. The Regal TourX's appeal lies in how it deftly straddles the worlds of crossover SUV and sedan. Standard all-wheel drive enables some ability in the dirt, although just average ground clearance hinders truly useful off-road ability. And like the Regal Sportback sedan on which it's based, the 2019 TourX is larger and more stylish, and it's a more compelling entry in the luxury segment than earlier Regals. The TourX's cargo space matches and often outclasses the capacity of many compact luxury SUVs. And compared to those SUVs, it offers a lower roof height and load height. So if you're not sold on the tall stance of most crossover SUVs, the 2019 Buick Regal TourX makes a compelling alternative. The 2019 Buick Regal TourX is a 5-passenger luxury wagon with standard all-wheel drive and a slightly raised ride height. There are 3 trim levels: Base, Preferred, and Essence, each of which comes standard with a turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder engine that makes 250 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque, and that engine is mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Standard equipment on the Base TourX, which has a starting price of $29,070, includes 18-inch wheels, LED running lights, heated mirrors, keyless ignition and entry, a height-adjustable driver's seat, a 60-40 split folding rear seat, a rear-view camera, OnStar communications that has 4G connection and an onboard Wi-Fi, a 7-inch touchscreen interface, a USB port, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and a Bose audio system. The TourX Preferred, which has a starting MSRP of $32,670, adds an auto-dimming rearview mirror, a power-adjustable driver's seat, and a leather-wrapped steering wheel. It also opens the doors to a variety of options. The Preferred Driver's Confidence 1 package includes LED headlights, rear parking sensors, and blind spot and rear cross-traffic warning systems. The Sights and Sounds package adds remote start and upgrades to gauges, the audio system, and the infotainment system, which includes an 8-inch touchscreen, a navigation system, Bluetooth, 2 rear charge-only USB ports, and satellite radio. The top-of-the-line TourX Essence has a starting MSRP of $35,070, and it adds a hands-free liftgate, dual-zone automatic climate control, a cabin air cleaner and ionizer, heated front seats, a power-adjustable passenger seat, leather upholstery, a 40-20-40 split folding rear seat, a heated steering wheel, and most of the content of the Preferred Sights and Sounds package. The upgraded audio system can be added through the Essence's own Sights and Sounds package. The Essence Driver Confidence 1 package includes all of those items from the Preferred version, plus a driver's side auto-dimming mirror, driver seat memory functions, and a wireless smartphone charging pad. The Driver Confidence 2 package adds all of that plus adaptive cruise control, forward collision warning, pedestrian detection, automatic emergency braking, and lane departure warning and intervention. As shown here in this image, a panoramic sunroof is a standalone option on the Preferred and the Essence trim levels. Now, here's the deal. The base Regal TourX might be fine if you just want a no-frills utility wagon that you don't mind treating rough, but it doesn't come with power seats, leather upholstery, automatic climate control, or even a leather-wrapped wheel. That is most of the premium near luxury features you expect in a Buick, because a Buick is above a Chevrolet and it's just below a Cadillac. So, to me, the Preferred trim gives you more features at a still palatable price, and is also eligible for more desirable options like driver aids and upgraded infotainment features. So I do like the Preferred. However, the Essence gets the leather seats. And if you watch this channel, you know that I like leather seats and heads-up displays. In addition, I think the starting price of $35,070 for this vehicle, as much as they give you as standard equipment, I think it's a lot of vehicle for the money. I think the Essence really is the smart trim to go for. Okay, let's jump into this build and price review of the 2019 Buick Regal TourX. We are actually going to do a build and price on the top tier Essence. But before we do that, we're going to learn about the features and, all that there. And let's learn about the different colors, the exterior colors we can get this Regal TourX in. This color here is Summit White. Then they have this Sport Red, which looks very nice. They have an Ebony Twilight Metallic. Let's just call that black. A Quicksilver Metallic. A Smoked Pearl, which is a nice gray, I think. We have this Dark Moon Blue. A Rioja Red. And then I like these kind of colors. White Frost Tri-Coat. So they've got some good exterior colors for the 2019 TourX. Let's just run through these gallery photos real quick. I think there's here 9 exterior photos and there are 7 interior photos. So let's just run through these. We're just looking at the design. The Buick Regal TourX is quite nice. And oh yeah, it is based on the Buick Regal Sportback, of which I have done a review, a build and price review on the 2019 Buick Regal Sportback. So if you're interested in that review and that vehicle, I'll put a link up in the corner right now. So yeah, it's the TourX is attractive. I like it actually. It's a station wagon, but it's nice. Oh, look at this puddle light that has the Buick logo right down here that it throws down on the ground. Very cool. I like that. It's a good looking wagon. I haven't seen many on the road, maybe like 1 or 2. I think I skipped over a photo. Maybe like 1 or 2, but it's actually nice. Okay, now here we're on to the interior photos. There are 7. Here's the back seat. Here's the front seat from the driver's position. I see a digital speedometer there, so I'm good there. I like it. It's a very, very nice vehicle. Here they have a shot of the Buick Regal TourX from the inside with somebody's pet in there. I would suggest putting down a cover so that pet's nails don't scratch up, well, either the leather or the faux leather. We don't know what trim that is. Here's the wireless charging pad. I think that's optional and maybe standard on the Essence. One way or the other, we're going to walk away with having that. Here they're showing the cargo area with the cargo cover that you can also add. Some manufacturers, this is included with the vehicle, and sometimes it's an option that you have to get when you're in the build and price in the accessories section. So that's why we'll find that out when we get to the actual build and price portion. Here's a shot of that optional panoramic sunroof. That is the standard standalone option on the Preferred Essence. Here's a nice shot of that cargo area. Lots of cargo capacity in there. All right, so yeah, we've gone through all the exterior photos. Hey, now let's go check some specs and then some features. So really, I just want to check some quick specs. So it doesn't matter which trim level TourX you might be interested in. They all come with that same 2-liter 4-cylinder engine. So they all get 21 miles to the gallon in the city, and they all get 21 miles to the gallon on the highway. They all make 250 horsepower. The cargo volume is a very generous 73.5 cubic feet. The drivetrain is standard all-wheel drive. That's super cool because a lot of SUVs is not standard. They're front-wheel drive, a lot of them, and you have to option all-wheel drive. And if you've watched enough of my videos on SUVs, and I've done over 100, I'm going to put a link up to my playlist, then you know that I like an SUV that has all-wheel drive, and I particularly like them when they come standard with all-wheel drive because I think, well, if you end up getting an SUV, then you probably want all-wheel drive anyway. I mean, I guess I get it why you might not want it, but I want mine all-wheel drive. I just think they should come that way. At any rate, let's talk about headroom and legroom. So headroom in the front is 38.8 inches. Headroom in the rear is even more, 39.6. Front legroom is 42.1 inches, and rear legroom is 36.9 inches. Okay, so like I said, let's talk some features for the 2019 Buick Regal TourX. After we talk about these features, and there looks to be what? 5 different categories of features: exterior features, interior features, safety, connectivity, and performance features. After we get through learning about these features, then we'll jump into the build and price review of our top tier Essence TourX. Okay, so let's talk exterior features. There's a travel carrier. So it says whether you travel, whether this takes you to the rapids or the trails or whatever, there's an available, which means an optional dealer installed accessory cargo crossbars and all that there, right? Roof rails and crossbars. That's an option. That's a dealer installed option. So we know that. Then what are they going to tell us about bikes? And then you can throw some bikes up there. So they're really just telling you about the utility of this top roof rack, right? You can put a travel carrier up here because once they throw the roof rails and the crossbars on there, then yeah, you can throw a travel carrier, bikes, kayaks, paddleboard, and all that kind of stuff there. Okay, so we can see that the 2019 Regal TourX has a hands-free power lift gate, right? It says that it's available feature. You see the word available here? Anytime you see the word available, that means it's an option, all right? And then also is another available feature, right? Available in the TourX, and we only know it only comes on the top two trim levels, is that panoramic roof, right? Pretty cool. Me, I've never really opened a sunroof, so it's not an option that I can take or leave, honestly. Maybe we might option ours with it. It just really depends on how much they're going to be asking for that roof. See, other notable exterior features for the 2019 Buick Regal TourX is signature LED lighting, fog lamps, and available advanced LED headlamps with auto leveling technology. Pretty cool. You know, the headlight technology, the headlight game in the auto industry is tight. What I mean by that is if you start looking at the different headlights and the designs on cars, cheap cars, expensive cars, that's intricate. It is, yeah, that seems like they have a lot of design freedom in light design. Maybe not so much in structure and body design, but in the lights, they go to funky town for sure. Over here on the right, they're talking about keyless open and start, right? I think that was standard. Yeah, that's standard on every Buick Regal TourX. Here they're talking about wheels for the 2019 Buick Regal TourX. They talk about these 18-inch aluminum wheels. Well, I know the base model gets 18-inch wheels. As I was reading the different features and standard equipment on all the other trim levels, there was no other trim level that talked about a bigger wheel package. So I don't know if there's a bigger wheel package available, but we can get wheel moldings, which help protect your vehicles from rocks and debris. So we might do that, but we'll see. Okay, so we talked about the exterior features of the 2019 Regal TourX. Now, let's talk about the interior features. Well, of course, in a vehicle like the Regal TourX, the first thing they want to tell us about the interior features is this versatile rear seating, and then they're going to show, obviously, all the different configurations with the standard 60-40 rear seat, or the available, which comes in the Essence, the 40-20-40 split rear seat that you can that allows you to reconfigure the cabin for various combinations of cargo and passengers, right? Either way, whether you get the 60-40 seat back or the 40-20-40, the 2019 Regal TourX has 73.5 cubic feet of cargo space behind the front row with the rear seats folded, right? So here they're showing what some ski and snow stuff might look like, your bike gear. That bike looks really tiny. That looks ridiculous in there. That looks completely ridiculous. Whoever put that in this picture and whoever signed off on this picture, they should get a talking to, all right? Here's camping gear and then some dog park stuff. Let's see. Other notable interior features for the 2019 Buick Regal TourX. Over here on the left, they're talking about quiet tuning technology, right? What does this do? It uses triple door sealing, acoustic laminated glass in the windshield and front windows, specific suspension tuning, and many other measures to help reduce, block, and absorb unwanted noise. They didn't say anything about, well, I guess they said specific suspension tuning. Maybe that means different kind of rubber bushings. Maybe they should have said urethane bushings. That would have maybe helped too. Let's see, premium amenities that they're talking about, like ambient lighting, a heated steering wheel, and then they just show us a couple of slides of the interior here. Here are two optional interior features. Over here on the left, there's that dual zone climate control. So that means that the driver can control their temperature and then the passenger can control their own temperature. You can see here the driver's got their temperature set at 70. Passenger has theirs at 72. And then if you get the top tier Essence, which we are, then we can get the available leather appointed seats, both front and back rows, with available heated front row seats. Yeah, pretty cool. We're definitely, and that's why I like the Essence. If you, like I said, if you watch the channel, you know that I like leather interior, and especially when we're talking vehicles below $40,000 and especially below $30,000. Boy, you better option that leather if you can, if you have it in your budget. Other interior features, notable interior features, are that Bose premium audio. I think it comes standard on. I think it might come standard on our Essence. If not, we'll be getting it anyway. And then there's that air ionizer, new available in-vehicle air ionizer. Helps keep the air fresh and clean, basically, reducing pollen, dust, and debris. Okay, so we talked about interior features now, and of course we covered the exterior features, so let's find out about the safety features for the 2019 Buick Regal TourX. First up is this available front pedestrian braking. It's pretty cool, and here's the deal. If you don't respond in time, this thing can actually apply the brakes automatically for you to prevent or reduce the impact of, the chance of an injury or hitting somebody or something like that. That's cool. Here are two of my favorite safety features: the rear cross traffic alert. This is really great. When you're backing out of a parking spot, like at the grocery store, it can be difficult. It can be really, really difficult. Rear cross traffic alert helps with that, and then lane change alert, so you can see what cars are in your blind spot. I guess if a car's in your blind spot, then this thing's going to illuminate to let you know there's a car there. Don't get over yet. Other notable safety features include forward automatic braking. It's an available feature. It's pretty cool. This technology can even apply the brakes for you automatically to help avoid a front-end collision. And there's also this forward collision alert. And this thing can alert you to a potential crash. It's nice to be alerted, but more importantly than alerting me, how about you just put the brakes on, because maybe if I need an alert, for whatever reason, I've taken my eye off the situation for a second. But yeah, for collision alert, that's cool, but I like the autonomous or semi-autonomous stuff that can intervene. I like that kind of safety technology that can intervene if you don't do so. Like, yeah, alert me, but then intervene in enough time to save the day. Then there's the lane keep assist with lane departure warning. It too is an available system. It can let you know. Actually, this is a pretty active system. It can actually provide gentle steering wheel turns so you don't drift out of your lane. It'll help keep you centered in your lane. And then there's the OnStar Safety and Security. That's been around for a long, long time. It's got available features such as automatic crash response, emergency services, and roadside assistance. Okay, let's talk about connectivity. We got through safety. Connectivity is all about the infotainment system, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Bluetooth technology, stuff like that. And speaking of infotainment system, here's the Buick Next Generation infotainment system. You can place hands-free calls, download in-vehicle apps, integrate your smartphone. It's pretty cool. You can set up a personal profile. And there's even a service feature called Connected Navigation. Okay, other technology features are an available built-in Wi-Fi hotspot for up to 7 devices, right? There's a 4G LTE speed. 7 devices. And then over here, there's an optional wireless charging pad that's pretty cool. So, yeah, I like that a lot. As we already know, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard. They both do the same things. It's just from different brands, really. You've got your Apple Music versus, however you do through Google Music via the Google Play and all that. You've got your maps. You can send and receive messages, do your navigation, all that stuff through your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. I guess it just depends on what kind of phone you have. And then over here, they talk about this, and it's not even standard, the available My Buick app. and it lets you do a whole bunch of things from your phone as well. You can start and stop your car. You can lock and unlock the doors. You can check tire pressure, and you get real-time diagnostics from almost anywhere, so they say. Okay, last but not least, let's talk about performance features for the 2019 Buick Regal TourX. First up, of course, really kind of no surprise, that intelligent all-wheel drive. It's standard, right? Every TourX comes with all-wheel drive. I like that. I like it a lot. We already know about that 2-liter turbo engine. I think it makes a respectable. That's a respectable engine. 250 horse, basically 300 pound-feet of torque, all-wheel drive, a 5-link rear suspension. And here's what I do know. I know that some of the best sedans and SUVs in the world, when we're talking about like the German ones, Porsches and Mercedes and stuff like that, they use a 5-link rear suspension. So, seems like the Buick has the right geometry in the rear end for a suspension that has an agile handling and smooth ride and all that. I'd be inclined to believe them. Also, as we know, standard with that 2-liter engine is an 8-speed automatic transmission. And then over here on the right, they're talking about something that's called StabiliTrak, which is supposed to give you more confidence on ice, wet or uneven roads. This system automatically intervenes when it senses loss of traction, so it can help you regain control. Okay, so you know what? We have gone through all the features. So here down here at Next Steps, we don't need to find a dealer. We don't need to view the inventory. We're not trading in. We're going to do a build and price. Yes, let's move on to the build and price. So as we know, the 2019 Buick Regal TourX all-wheel drive comes in 3 trim levels: the Base TourX, a Preferred, and then of course the Essence. And we are choosing the Essence mainly because it has heated leather appointed driver and front passenger seats. The vehicle only comes in all-wheel drive, and it only comes with that 1 2-liter engine that, to me, is a very good engine. I like the numbers on that engine. I like them a lot. There are cool exterior colors for the Buick Regal TourX. I normally stick with lighter colors, or I'll do a black. I rarely do a red, but just for fun, we are going to do our 2019 Buick Regal TourX all-wheel drive Essence in Sport Red. And then for our interior color, they give you 2 options. You can either get the ebony leather appointed seat trim or the shale, the light color, the tannish color, whatever shale's supposed to mean. I don't care, because we're getting the black leather. So there's that. Okay, so here we are on to packages now. And I just realized that, you know, there's always the American car manufacturers seem to have a lot more deals and wheels and deals when it comes to selling their cars. They always have some different prices. I thought the starting MSRP was what? The starting MSRP was $35,070 on an Essence, and now we have an Essence, and it's at $31,500 basically. So whatever. At any rate, we're on the packages. Here's a Driver Confidence 2 package. And if we look at all the features of it, it gives you basically all the safety technology for basically $1,200. But when you select that package, then it wants you to do other things as well. It wants to add all this other stuff like the wireless charging, the heated driver's side auto-dimming mirrors, the rear cross traffic alert, a bunch of cool stuff. But now, instead of it being about $1,200, now you're looking at $3,000. But based on the fact that, you know, the car is $35,000. Let's just take the internet price out of it. The car is $35,000. It's going to be about $38,000 with this. As we can see, you probably won't pay sticker price for a 2019 Regal TourX Essence, loaded up or otherwise. So we're going to go ahead and load ours up. We're going to get that package. All right, we're going to get that package. Then there's this protection package. So it's just floor mats and stuff like that. And what is this one? This one is a summer-winter package. So this one's just the interior protection package. This one, you get the cargo tray, you get the premium all-weather floor mats, and you get the all-weather floor mats. I don't see why you need all of those. It's like they give you premium carpet floor mats and then all-weather floor mats. Yeah, we want that for $360. I think that's a good deal. And then we'll have to add, yeah, the cargo tray and the all-weather floor mats. Yeah, we know that. Cool. Let's move on to the exterior. Okay, over here on the exterior, well, there are no other wheel options. You get the 18-inch wheels. You either get the 18-inch wheels or your car comes with no wheels, apparently. So 8-speed transmission standard. I went ahead and optioned the wheel locks. I like wheel locks. The panoramic sunroof. I don't really care about the panoramic sunroof. I'm going to save my $1,200. You got, if you wanted the roof rails, they cost $315. They've got these little sateen finished ones here. That's fine for me. I don't plan on necessarily putting anything on top of my TourX at this stage. Here are those other packages we got bundled in when we chose that driver confidence package, and so that's how we ended up paying $3,000 instead of $1,200. That said, let's move on to interior options. Okay, so for interior accessories, standard was this Buick infotainment system with an 8-inch colored touchscreen. I upgraded to the navigation just now. So, or no, we already upgraded to that. That was already included. What I did do was I threw the Bose Premium Audio 8-speaker system on there. And so now we have the Bose Premium Audio, and that included the HD radio. All right. We have those all-weather floor mats. I selected the illuminated front door sill plates. Those look super cool, right? I think those look cool. Then we have the sport pedal kit. Those also, well, that picture doesn't look great, but the sport pedals surely are going to look pretty good. We have that cargo tray, and we have adaptive cruise control. We've got the rear park assist. We got the lane change with the side blind zone or side blind spot. We've got everything. I don't think we need the highway safety kits, but we've got all the safety features, all that technology. Let's move on to accessories now. And since Buick is General Motors, right? Cadillac, Buick, Chevrolet, GMC, those are all General Motors cars. Here's the deal. With the accessories, right? With the accessories, when it comes to General Motors, they always throw erroneous stuff there, like a toolkit. All right? We don't need a toolkit. It's not specific to the Regal TourX. It's not specific to any vehicle. This is the kind of stuff they do. So, or headphones and stuff like that, or speakers, things like that. I show you this to show you that I'm skipping over that because we don't need any of this stuff. If you're interested in all those things, you can go to the dealer counter. You can go to your dealer, go to the parts counter. You can get that stuff. No problem. Let's move on to the summary. If you like the way that I have built and priced and spec'd this 2019 Regal TourX all-wheel drive Essence, you can download this build summary in the description below right now. Okay, so here we are. We've made it to the end. We've built and priced the 2019 Regal TourX all-wheel drive Essence. The internet price is really just a little bit above the starting MSRP of $35,070. So, yeah, I guess really great deal. I think the Regal TourX is very attractive. I like Buick products in general. I think the Buick Regal TourX is very attractive. And I think it's a lot of vehicle for the money, especially now. I mean, we really threw everything at the car. Everything. This thing is fully loaded, and we're not even at $37,000. That's why I said, cars like this, you got to go ahead and load them up if it's in your budget. So, yeah, like the car, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. So, if you found this review of the 2019 Buick Regal TourX helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Other than that, I'm going to tell you to have a wonderful day, and I'll see you